Laksa in your cocktail, anyone? Well, when Razor TV posed this challenge to Richard of the Pelican at One Fullerton, we sure didn't expect him to take it the whole 9 yards by creating noodles from a mixture of coconut milk, tequila, and white chocolate to pose as a trademark Chu Mi Fen in a traditional bowl of laksa.
This is a very interesting Singaporean local drink, and I call this the tequila. So first of all, I'm going to start with just some lemongrass and some galangal. So this is the base of my laksa, just to start releasing all those flavors. Then I need a little bit chili to start with. And now I'm going to use some booze. So this is my tequila. This is my Don Julio Blanco. A little bit of chocolate liqueur. We then need a little bit coconut. So this is our laksa sauce now coming in. And just a little bit of lime, just to take the edge off. So I've custom made this, a laksa bowl I've made into a martini glass. And the star is our fresh laksa leaves. We can just pluck them off and throw them straight into the drink. These just add that, just a little bit of bitterness and round off the flavors. So I have made some white chocolate and tequila noodles, which just sit in the bowl like that. I need a bit of chili sauce on the noodles, right? And then we just strain this over the top. And we can even sprinkle a bit more chili on top. Maybe a fresh leaf of laksa across the top. How are you going to drink it? Or eat it? The perfect garnish just sits on the side there. And then you have your tequila.
Turkey laksa flows off the tongue smoothly, just like the drink itself. It is, however, an acquired taste. But those who love creamy, savory coconut milk will enjoy this concoction. Fortunately for me, a sweeter option is coming up, reminiscent of the good old kopitiam.
Okay, now this drink is again a twist on a local habit, which is that kopi o habit. Although I'm not going with a full kopi o flavour, it's a bit strong. So I'm going to use rum for the sailors that first frequented the Straits. I'm going to use our coffee, so a nice strong measure of that. And now we have a little bit of spice with the sweetness. So just to sweeten the coffee, we don't need much, just a little bit of cinnamon. And I'm going to use a little bit of vanilla as well, give it a nice aroma. And finally, because we are in this local Southeast Asian region, I'm going to use a Jerry Thomas bitters, which is very clovey, and also has some cinnamon and notes. So it's again, say, locality around Singapore. We got a lot of clove. We're going to have 5 drops of that. So there, we get a really nice frothy top. If you know the R.age logo, it's lots of little circles. So there we have our circles, and a couple of our Yellowbird blend beans on the top.
The kopi o cocktail tastes very mild, much like an alcoholic coffee drink. It could do with a stronger coffee aroma, but nonetheless it gave me a jolt of energy for the next Singaporean flavour, chili crab.
So we're going to start off with a nice chilled glass, which I've already put a little bit of salt and pepper on the top. Kettle One vodka. So still rather classic. A nice measure in there. And the base of a good Bloody Mary is always some tomatoes. So these are actually confit tomatoes, which I'm just going to splash into there, slop them in. But I'm going to start now with a little bit of salt and pepper. With soy sauce. So now we're getting a little bit more Asian. And we need some of our good old Worcestershire sauce. And then we need some sotong, some nice fish sauce. So this is getting more like the base of a chili crab recipe. And a bit of rice wine vinegar for some acidity. Just a splash or two. I'm going to use the classic Tabasco sauce as well because it adds a certain fruitiness, but also a little bit of local chili flakes as well because we need to get those in. But I'm just going to top this up with a little bit of tomato juice because although the fresh ones are great, this one has a little bit more intensity and it's a little bit thicker. And I thought that was done until I spoke to one of my local chefs and he said you cannot have chili crab with that Marmite, which I find surprising, but apparently the locals love it. It's very Singaporean as they use it in everything, so I'm just going to put half a spoon on the top. I'm going to top it up with a little bit more juice. And then it's like a salad, so we need a couple of lemon pieces. We need a nice squeeze of lime on the top. I've got my nice big fresh chili garnish here. And it's almost done, but not quite chili crab enough. So as you'll be having these at brunch, you need a nice roasted claw that's going to sit just on the top, just like that.
I couldn't quite taste the Marmite in there, but it did taste a lot like a regular Bloody Mary with hints of fish. Well, this wraps up our customized cocktail challenge. For more, check out our other clips.